Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be in the world. I'm Tommy Temper. This is the Tommy Temper Show. I'm coming to you from the illustrious studios of the Tommy Temper Show, where we're in the Crystal Gondola overlooking the elm-lined streets of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Let's see if we can check out that outside view. Oh, it's bright out there. The sun is so bright out there. But it's nice out there, and we're having a good day. Having a few audio problems here today. A little bit of choppy audio, whatever. ABD, good to see you in there. Thanks a lot for popping in. Dashing Krama, good to see you. Red Mama, first one in. Red Mama, good to see you. Yeah, I'm having a bit of choppy audio here on my system here. I've got so much software loaded on my computer that I am getting a little bit of choppy audio here. I just rebooted my computer, but it didn't really help all that much. Let me just do this outside here. Hang on. Let me just fix this pick a little bit here. Maybe I can color correct it here. Give us some a little more there, a little more contrast, or reducing the gamma on the camera. Help that out a little bit there. Look, we've got some donuts out there for the birds. They're out there eating some bird seed and all kind of stuff. We got some crows coming around, some magpies and stuff like that. It's really happening outside here today. It's right around the freezing mark. Right around the freezing mark. It goes to below freezing in the nighttime and a little bit above freezing in the daytime. And, oops, let's get me back in here. And yeah, basically it's a nice day out there. I haven't really gone outside there today. We're just kind of sitting around at home. This is like the time between Christmas and New Year's, where we're just sort of all relaxing, take a bit of a holiday, not doing too much of anything. Yeah, that's it. Dashing Grandma, big ups. Beautiful day, good to see you. Of course, Red Mama, good to see you. Let's see, Dory is in there. Dory, hey, big ups to you. Nice to see you. Edward Cam in there. That title screams desperate. No, I'm not desperate. I haven't been live for a long time, so a lot of things have happened in the last whatever since I was last live. Just on Boxing Day, I think was my last live that I did, which actually that live turned out pretty well. And I should actually tell you a little bit about that live, because I ended up monetizing that live, so I can tell you how bad the monetization is. It's actually terrible. If you monetize a video and it's like a 3-hour video or something like that, and you make all of about, let me think of what it was there. I think it was like about $1 an hour, right? That I got paid from YouTube, $1 an hour. So I did a 3-hour stream and I made $3. So that's about all that YouTube will pay you. So not looking forward to monetizing anything. Okay, so let's get on with it here. So the biggest thing has been the Brett and ABD breakup, which of course is being talked about all over the internet here. Both Brett and ABD have gone live talking about the controversy. And yeah, I'll tell you what my take on it is. And I'm just a guy watching from the sidelines, And, I seem to see with Brett a reoccurring broken record with people, right? In other words, he's on the internet and he's going out with someone and then they have a breakup type thing. And it just seems to happen over and over again. And it's like when it does happen, it goes ballistic and it goes live on air for the whole world to see, which when do you ever hear me talking about getting in a fight with my wife and then airing my dirty laundry on the air while you don't see it? But, that being said, nothing wrong with what happened. At least everyone out here that knows you, ABD, and Brett, at least we know where both of you stand at this point in time. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're hiding stuff from anybody. So at this point, I would say that you're probably broken up, and the chances of you getting back together again are probably pretty slim. and seeing as you never actually met each other in person, and then to have two breakups happen from either side of you there, I think that probably it's about time to say enough is enough and move on with your lives, and move on to something different. And you don't need to get on the air and talk about anything, but I guess you're still doing that. And as long as you keep talking about the situation, then other guys like me are going to talk about it. And of course, somebody in the chat there says my title was me looking for something or other. Yeah, I'm not trying to get any bounty points or anything off of whatever you guys are up to there. But I'm sorry that it happened. I like people to get together. I like people to live in harmony and not fight, not dox each other. For example, I don't dox people. I don't intentionally dox people. I know once in a while someone will come in my chat, whatever, and pipe something in there and dox somebody. And I don't like that happening at all. I don't want to dox anybody. And I don't like to be doxed in other people's chats either. Which, by the way, happened to me in Brett's chat. I went into Brett's chat today, and I was doxed in Brett's chat, and then I actually timed out the guy that doxed me, and then somebody else timed him out shorter, right? So he came out of the timeout. He doxed me again, so then I put him in the gas tank, in Brett's gas tank, because I was a mod in Brett's channel, and then Brett times me out, right? Brett times me out because somebody's doxing me in his channel, right? And then he calls me out as being the bad guy. And he thinks that, because I'm a bad guy in my channel and I allow shit to happen in my channel, well, whatever. Give me a wrench and I'll look after the guys. But don't time me out because somebody's doxing me in your channel, right? Dude comes in there, doxes me, and I give him a timeout, and then he doxes me again. Well, obviously he's going to do it again. And then you got a bunch of mods in there that bring him out of the gas tank or untime him or give him a short timeout and stuff like that. Like G and all the rest of them there. Who are like rallying around him, and they love to see doxing and stuff like that. And then you got somebody that uses my business name in a screen name and is doxing me by that, Brett, and you're clueless as to what's going on, so that I time out that person that's doxing me with a business name that I own in your chat, Brett. And you're like clueless. You're like, time out Tommy Temper because he's timing out people in my chat and not saying what's going on. Yeah, well, guess what? When you time me out, Brett, I can't say why I'm timing somebody out, right? It's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So you do what you want to do over in your channel. And you know what, Brett? I stayed out of your channel for damn near 4 years, right? Really, honestly. I hardly said anything in your channel. And then yesterday, or whenever it was you were live, I said hi to you, and then you immediately time me out for saying hi. Like you're the guy that's the mod pro, the guy that teaches everybody else. Don't you need a good reason to time somebody out? Yeah, if they come in your chat on a friendly basis and you time them out right away because you didn't like what happened to you in their channel, that's being pretty petty. Very petty, Brett. Very petty. And I tried giving you a wrench in my channel, but the problem is not me, Brett. The problem is you, okay? I don't have a problem at all. I live my life freely. I have a nice life. Just because somebody doxes me in a room of 30 people, is that going to hurt me? Well, no, really not. It's more of the principle of the thing. The principle is you don't dox people. Does it really bother me? It doesn't really bother me because I have a real name. I have a business. I have real friends around me. I have a real life, but I don't want my real life brought onto the internet, right? And if guys like your friend, the socialist, the Marxist, your Marxist friend there, Brett, if he likes to dox people in your channel and you allow it, well, shame on you. Shame on you. And if somebody's doxing in my channel, I'll ban them too, because I don't like any kind of doxing. Right? It's not right. Nobody should be doing it. And shame on you for allowing it in your channel there, Brett. Shame on you. And really, I don't want to be enemies with you, Brett. And you're more of an enemy with me. You think that I'm somehow an enemy, right? I don't perceive you, Brett, as being like a bad guy to me at all. At all. Really? I take you as being equal. And you can come in my chat. I don't care. You've always been allowed in my chat. I don't time you out. Just because you did, you know what, Brett? Just because you did what you did to me in your channel, that doesn't mean that I'm going to do it to you in my channel. So, Brett, you're more than welcome over here. I'm not going to time you out. I never did ever time you out in my channel. But yet I go in your channel, and twice I've been in your channel, and both times you time me out. So you tell me who the bad guy is, right? Who's afraid of who here? You're the one that's timing people out. And you're the guy that goes, oh, well, you got to say why you're timing people out. Well, you didn't say why you time me out. I said hi to you, and you time me out. So, you're your worst enemy there, Brett. So at the end of the day, you think that the way I run my channel, what happens to my channel is going to kill my channel, or it's going to be gone, or whatever, or that it's being driven into the ground, or that I'm going nowhere. Guess what? Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. By the way, give us a thumbs up. Thanks a lot. Good to see you there, Don, coming in from the UK. Don Humphrey's in there, 12th man in there. Good to see you there, 12th man. Seeing you over on your buddy there, oh boy, your friend's panel over there, 12th man. But I didn't see you over there today, though. But good to see you in there. 12th man coming in from Alaska. Got CNA in there. Elm is in there. Good to see you, Elm. Bob Cox in there. Yeah, I know. My audio is crackling, so I'm having trouble with my computer, and that's why I'm not playing music here today, because I'm having trouble with that. Oh, actually, maybe try one thing here. Hang on a second. Let me just reboot my Rode here. Hang on. Take me a second here to reboot it, and then get it going again. Okay, turn that off. Let me just go to outside here. I'll be right. Check. Oh, no way. It's still bad. Okay, well, it wasn't that piece of equipment that was causing the audio trouble. So, yeah, not good. So, and I rebooted my computer. Again, the problem is with PCs. With PCs, once you load so much software onto them, then it starts acting up. And I definitely have lots of software loaded on my computer that starts up whenever I start up my computer. I probably have about 15 different processes that start in order to do my show, and a lot of them are interlinked audio-wise in order to make this whole thing work. But anyways, yeah, let's get back to the whole thing. Sorry about the audio. I can't do much about it unless I start over completely again, reboot my whole computer and that, but I did that just before I started, so these things happen. Fry TV, good to see you in there. Edward Cam is in there. Bullets would know. Yeah, Bullets is in the gas tank, I think, by the way. Phoenix Tide in there. 800K Volkswagen electric car. Info was hacked, leaked. What? Oh, really? That's interesting. I never heard about that. Sam Fisher, America's favorite pet contest. $10,000 today. Wish us luck. Oh, you entered. Oh, really? Your dog. You entered your dog in America's favorite pet contest. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, good luck on that. I hope that you win that 12 man. That sounds pretty good. Very good. Okay, so what's the other thing happening? Oh, you got Canada RV. Canada RV. I don't know what you're up to there. And ABD. If I was you, I wouldn't entertain any other guys there for a little while. I would just lay low and watch what's going on, and just to get into that recovery mode, just recover from the whole situation. And I would say that it's done. Don't try and get back together again. Just move on, move on. You guys, you've tried it already. You tried getting back together, and the problem is that your relationship is an internet relationship, which is all over the place, and there are too many people involved, too many people that are getting into your business, and your business is on the internet, which is just plain not going to be productive. I would say move along. And for anybody out there, stay away from long distance relationships on the internet. Okay, that would be probably one thing. If anybody learned anything, I think we all learned one thing, and that is, meet people that, or at least if you're gonna cyber date or something like that, at least make sure they're close enough to where you can meet physically. You know what I mean? And hopefully that works out well. But that being said, the best to Brett. Brett, I hope you have a good life and find somebody that maybe lives close to you and that you can enjoy for real, instead of on the internet. And the same thing with you there, ABD. And I know, and if I think about this with ABD, I don't know where I've heard of her dating anyone else on the internet, getting into a fight or talking about her relationships or stuff like that on the internet. I've never seen it before with ABD. Same thing with other people, right? So the best advice is try and find people in real life, and try and socialize, and with people that you can meet in real life, because that it's not going to last forever. How long can you last without seeing each other? It's almost like having a want that never gets realized, and you're probably just harming yourself. Okay, you're harming yourself in being in a relationship where you can't physically touch each other. Like that's it's unbelievable. So yeah, at this point, if it wasn't going to move forward, well, then the best thing to do is just split up and move on. So again, I don't want to get involved in your true relationship there between the two of you, but I just wanted to give my bit, say my piece, and that's why for the past, since this whole thing blew up, I stayed out of the situation. I didn't want to say anything. You guys, had to try and figure out things on your own. But I think that at this point, you're kind of at that point where you've said, okay, enough is enough, and we're now going to go our separate ways, and that's good. Just go your separate ways. Don't bash each other. Stop bashing. Bashing is never, ever productive. It's like bullying on the internet. You think that these people that are bullying on the internet are being productive? That's not being productive at all. And really, sometimes I learned a long time ago that you should never put anyone down, okay? Like your competition, your spouse, your ex, whatever. Don't put people down, because when you put people down, it actually, in a lot of ways, can make yourself look bad. Okay, it's like you're the bad guy because you're continuously lambasting or yelling at someone. You know what I mean? Or putting them down or whatever. You're better off just to do what you're doing and go your separate ways and forget about everything, and don't bring it up. Don't bring up any more streams where you're going to talk about each other, and just move on with your lives and be done with it. And that's kind of what I do too. There's a lot of times people will bug me on the internet, call me names or bully me or whatever, and I tend not to fight back. I might say to them, "Hey, you're bullying or you're doxing or whatever. Please don't do that." But I'm not going to lament on it and talk about it forever and scream at the world and do some nasty things, or say that I'm going to go drive by your house or something because of what you're saying or doing to me. Just don't do that. Don't go there. This is, to me, it's, I know that for you, this is real, right? And I know Brett doesn't like that when I say the internet is not real, the internet is not real, but the internet is real. It's both. It's not real and it's real. It's not real in the sense that it's a place where you go and you have some fun, and then you can turn the switch off, and it's like gone. And you could actually walk away from the internet and still have a very productive life. You don't need the internet to have a productive life. But if you want to come on the internet, come on with the realization that you're coming on for some fun, then people are going to bully you, and they're going to make you feel bad, and they're going to make you want to get off of the internet. They're going to want you to go away. They're going to pressure you to move away. And believe me, I feel that pressure every day. I don't so much feel it in my stream as I do when I go to other people's streams. Because when I go to other people's streams, that's when people go, yeah, I'm going to dox you or whatever, and they dox me over in somebody else's stream in order to bully me, right? So we don't like that. Yeah, exactly. Donald says, in with truth and reality, out with lies and fake and bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Thanks there, Donald, for checking in with us from YouTube, on Facebook. Facebook there is where you're coming. Okay, we have 102 people watching on YouTube. We got some people watching on Facebook. We also have some people watching on my Local Celebrities channel. If somebody could drop a link to Local Celebrities, that'd be good. Make sure we get some subs up there. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, actually, let me actually go over there to Local Celebrities. And, actually, maybe I can go there this way here. Hang on. Where is that? Got all my... Oh, it's at the top. No wonder I can't find it. Okay, so the big thing here is that we've got a new channel. And if you've not subbed up to this channel or you don't know anything about it, I'm dropping the link. It's called Local Celebrities. Local Celebrities. I dropped the link. So check out the link and sub up to the channel there, because I may very well go live over on that channel and start live from there. So go over there, sub up to Local Celebrities, and click that button there to give you the bell. Turn on the bell for any notifications. Sable, good to see you there, Sable. Big ups to you there. I haven't seen you around the internet for a little while. Mind you, I did see you there earlier today. I forget what channel I saw you on there, Sable, but good to see you. Yeah. Oh, there you go. ABD dropped it there too. Thanks a lot. Yeah, we got it out there. Okay, so that's going to be the new channel that I'm going to be working on. And I'm going to be doing panels on that channel. And that's going to be the kind of panels where people get up and they fight with each other. They're going to argue and fight, duke it out and stuff like that, because it's like a locale where people are going to be battling it out and stuff like that. So that's the whole idea behind the local channel, okay? So, yeah, even though people don't like it, and Brett goes, oh, yeah, all your channel is a Jerry Springer show and this kind of crap. Yeah, there's an awful lot of people fighting with each other and Jerry Springer crap and whatever on the internet. So Local Celebrities will be the place where we feature that kind of entertainment. So that should be pretty good over there. Okay, yeah, I got to do something about my audio. My audio is really shitty. It's breaking up on me here. And if I play music, just listen. It's breaking up. Woo! Woo! Yeah, so it's distorted. I know. And I rebooted my computer before I came on here, and it couldn't fix it. So I got to find out why my audio is distorted and what part of my system here is giving me the distortion. Like I said, I've got so many things that are all hooked up in here all together. And I can hear it breaking up there. Oh, there's bullets and barbecue in there. There you go. Okay, what are you talking about there, Bullets? This is exactly what I talked about. Tommy's cams in there using my getter profile picture. What's that? Tommy's cams in there using my getter profile picture. Yeah, I don't know anything about that getter profile picture there, Bullets. But bullets, you're okay. This is the problem. Okay, is that some people are their own worst enemy. Okay, and I'll tell you, like bullets and barbecue, you're your own worst enemy. You cause your own problem. You dox other people. Other people dox you, and you're just plain causing a lot of trouble on the internet. You're the maker of your own destiny. So if people want you blocked in a channel or something like that, or you're doxing people or whatever, that's not a good thing. Don't do that. So you're being doxed, and you're doxing other people. So it's turning out to be a bad thing. So what you need to do is stop doxing people, and they'll stop doxing you, and stop talking about doxing, and stop bugging people, right? And then you're in good shape. Then you can do what you want. And it's like Brett, listen to me. The problem, and you've heard me say that. Remember I said you're a toxic mod, right? And then you grabbed onto that term toxic, and you're like, oh, Tommy Temper Show is toxic, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No. When I said you're a toxic mod, I meant that this is what I mean, that you become toxic because people hate on you, Brett. People hate on you because of the things you say, okay? And when they hate on you, then they bug you. So wherever you are, they follow you over there, and they'll bug you. They'll pepper you with little things. They'll try and dox you. They'll try and do this. They'll try and do whatever to you, right? So the problem is that you aggravate people to the point where they attack you, and they constantly attack you wherever you go, okay? So you have to, in your own mind, visualize the problem. The problem is that you antagonize people so that they in turn attack you. And it doesn't matter where you go, they're going to attack you. If you come to my channel, they're going to attack you. They're not attacking me, they're attacking you, okay? And then you get mad at me because people are attacking you in my channel, right? You're the maker of your own demise. People are attacking you because they don't like you. They don't like what you say. They don't like what you do. They don't like the way you yell at people. They don't like the way you treat people. They don't like that. And because of that, can you not see that? Because of that, they don't like you. And if they don't like you, they're going to bug you. They're going to pester you. They're going to, follow you around and cause you as much grief as they can because they're trying to get you off of the internet. That's what they're trying to do, right? Just like what you've witnessed, Brett, over in your channel. And by the way, the one doxing in your channel was actually the name of my business. I have a business, okay? You don't even know what my business is, obviously, because you're allowing my business name to be doxed in your chat, Brett. Okay, and then when I time that person out or try and block that person that is doxing me with my business name in your chat, then you time me out, Brett. Then you time me out, okay? So you see, you're just as bad as me. You're no better than I am, right? At least I don't time you out. I have never, ever timed you out, ever, Brett. Maybe my mods have, and blame my mod. Blame a mod. If there's a mod that times you out, blame that mod. Don't blame me. I've got nothing to do with some mod that hates you timing you out. That's none of my business. Yeah, well, thanks a lot there, Brett. Yeah, but you know what? You know that you know who the bad guy is. But did you do anything about the bad guy? No, you didn't. You left the bad guy in there. I put the bad guy in your gas tank. Somebody brought the bad guy out of the gas tank. He came right back in there again. He comes back in there with an alt, and that's the same guy with that alt, right? So you know who the bad guy is, and he's like the worst of the worst in the entire internet. Anybody that attacks me has to be bad because there's really no reason to attack me. Like, why attack me? I'm just a guy up here in Canada having fun on the internet, right? I'm the same as you guys there. We're no different. We're all the same. We're just trying to have some fun. So you know what? Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, he's a piece of shit, Brett. Carl is the worst of the worst of the worst. He's the piece of shit on the internet, right? And, you guys can do what you want. It's the same thing over there with Truther Cop. He's over in Truther Cop doing exactly the same thing, doxing over in Truther Cop. and Tooth or Cop likes it. He allows it. He thinks that's a good thing, but I don't think it's a great thing. So, anyways, that's my rant on the doxing thing there. So, yeah. So, anyways, so the other thing is that you've got other people that are coming up with lives now that are doing their thing and poking at the whole situation. I think that now it's gotten to the point that everyone has talked about it. Everyone knows exactly what's going on. Brett, you've broken up with ABD. ABD, you're not going out with Brett anymore. That's an understanding. We understand that. There's no need to really get in depth anymore as to why it happened or how it happened. I've saw it. I saw the whole thing. For the last 4 years, I've been watching everything on the internet here. So we've seen what's happened over the last 20 months there. And Brett, I remember I talked to you on Messenger. Like I very, very rarely ever talk to anyone behind the scenes, but I talked to Brett this summer. And you know what? Brett was, in his mind, he absolutely thought, ABD, that you were going to come to Canada in Christmas. He thought that. He was expecting that. It wasn't like he was playing some kind of a game or something and he didn't think that. So I think Brett was completely honest in that, he couldn't go and visit you and he was expecting for you to come up to Canada. But, I think that the problem with an online relationship is that it is very, I don't know how you could say it, tentative. Would that be the word? Tentative, where it's like, like on shaky ground, because you never actually met each other to begin with. It was probably something that was not meant to be, right? And I hate to say that. I don't, maybe we'll get back together again. Maybe it will. And you know what? I hate that. When I break up with someone, you always have those people that will gather around you and then bash the other person. And that's what's happening. So ABD, that is not a good thing. So I would say don't be going on to panels and bashing Brett. I think enough bashing has happened. You guys understand where you're at. So it just needs to stop, and everyone just needs to move on. And Canada RV, you stay out of this whole business there. You're in there like a dirty shirt already. Onto ABD there, like a what? I don't know what, wet blanket or something. Just relax. Give her some time to breathe. Give ABD time to breathe. She needs to breathe to get over this whole situation before you can move on to something else. Just do it. Still got bad audio. Really bad. It's crazy. Okay. Anyone want to talk about the whole thing here? Hang on. Let's invite somebody up on the panel here. Stand by. Let me put the link in here. Hang on, let me just pin the link. I have to go over to my live here and see where to pin that link. Hang on. Oh, there we go. I know if a mod can pin the link. I don't think a mod can, but I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. How's our reader doing there? Well, I'm not going to put the reader on here. We'll just leave the thing. Oh, we got Red coming on here. Red. Now, I know that Red has negative things to say about ABD. I've heard him say that before, so I know that he's on Brett's side. So let's hear what Admiral Red has to say. Red, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Tommy? Yeah, you're right. I am on Brett's side because you gotta look at this at a whole picture, right? ABD likes to play the victim, right? She's the big victim in all this. But meanwhile, she's the one going out and putting out private information and all this private stuff. Meanwhile, I've had the same thing happen to me with ABD putting out private information out of private Discords. You know what I mean? So I am totally 100% Team Brett. ABD can suck off. She sat there for 3 days, right? 3 days doing nothing but talking shit about Brett, going off about Brett on multiple different panels. And not only that, literally, I have information, about ABD that I haven't even put out yet. And I'm just waiting for ABD to shut her mouth before I do what I'm going to do.
Well, you don't need to do anything at this point. Why
Well,
bash
then maybe
her or
ABD.
bully her or do
Well,
anything
Tony.
more to her? Sure, you don't like what she's doing, but what she's
Well,
doing
Tommy, here's the
is
thing.
basic human nature.
Well, Tommy, here's the thing, right? She gets to threaten Brett, but she doesn't get to be threatened. Like, who the fuck do these bitches think they are? I'm sorry, but I am not all about mans. Okay? So if you want to play the game, ABD, the game is going to get played on you. So if you leave Brett the fuck alone, Team Brett will leave you the fuck alone. How do you like those apples, asshole? Or I will put out your new information.
Yeah, well, don't do that. Don't do that. And I heard you doxing her on your stream there too, and I didn't
What,
think that
Jennifer
was
Daughtery?
right. Yeah, but there's no reason
only
for you
her
to
name.
dox anyone. Why dox ABD?
Jennifer Daughtery?
Yeah, but don't do that. Don't. So I'm not going to allow you to be doxing on the channel here. Please don't do that on the channel here, Red.
You kicked me. All right, I won't do it anymore.
Oh, you're still here. You're still here.
I
No,
won't do it anymore.
just like I don't dox.
won't
I already
do it
said at the
anymore.
beginning of my channel, I'm not a doxing channel. I don't like to be doxing.
It's not a dox though, Tommy. Once you become a public figure, right? Once you start to be a live streamer, bro, you become a public figure, bro. It's just the way it is. And if nobody's doxing your actual personal information and only your name, dude, it's only your name.
It doesn't matter. It's her first name. It's her last name. I don't like to have my first name, my last name on here. I'm Tommy Temper on here. I'm like invisible, and my personal life is like my business. It's not the internet's business, Brett.
I would like to talk to. Oh, there's Brett. Fucking hey, how you doing, homie?
I just wanted to make
Team
clear
Brett.
to everybody, I have nothing to do with anything.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Red has been blocked for like actually quite some time. Not in contact with him. I have disclosed no information. Everybody knows how easily it is to control Red, right? So trust me, I'm not fucking doing nothing. I've been trying to fucking deal with a shitstorm that's been coming my way. Fucking lies being told about me. Like we broke up over some joke about a necklace. Not the case. We broke up over broken promises and broken trust. I've been threatened to have. She's already released private information. She's threatening me to release more. So I'm trying to just like stay in my lane, keep a level head. Like been in disbelief, shaking my head. I have not given anybody information. I have not been in cahoots with anybody. I have had no influence, no bearing in fucking anything in any way, shape, or form. So
What are the chances of you getting back together with ABD?
I can't trust her. That's why I left.
So it's just about you probably won't get back together.
I can't trust her. When you have Tommy, when you have an argument with your wife, right?
Yeah.
And say it's a bad argument. You don't talk for a few hours, right? Does she go make buddies with the people that hate you the most and hang out and drink with them and fucking use people to try and annoy you or get you pissed off or and then go on to release private information about you and make it public, just because you had an argument for a few hours? Or would you not start to think, you know what, if that's what you're going to do when we get into an argument, how the fuck can I trust you? This person swore to me after what that not very nice person IP did to me with releasing private things that should have never seen the fucking light of day. After what IP did to me, this one on the screen there right now promised me then she would never, ever, ever release private information and break my trust like that. And she did. I fucked up, she fucked up. We both acknowledged it. We tried to work it out. Okay? We end up getting in another argument, and the very first fucking thing she does again is break the fucking trust and break the promise again. So how am I supposed to trust that going forward ever again? It makes it really difficult because once the trust is gone, there's nothing, right? So, I mean, those are their own fucking words too. So,
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. Well, it's like any relationship. If you're gonna break up, you break up. You attack each other. You yell at each other. Whatever. You have your last bit, and one of you tries to get the last word in. Always, right? That's how it goes. But yeah, I understand that people are gonna go because this is the internet. This is the problem: is that somebody opens up their live, and then they're going to have people that associate with them come in their live and be friends with them, and then talk them, say to them things that they like, but that you don't like, right? In other words, try and put you down to them to make her feel better and make it seem like it's your fault. And people do that. They always do that. All friends do that. I think that you guys have gotten through that. You have to, like I say, stop it. I think that once the internet gets over the whole thing and people like me stop talking about it and you two stop talking about it, then you can kind of move on, move your own to your own.
Yeah, last night was what I caught last night. I did a live late last night just for a few minutes, and what I caught there absolutely disgusted me. And after that, I have nothing to say to or about this chick again, really, other than that it just disgusts me. What I caught and heard, like yesterday, it was grotesque and disgusting to me. I see a lot of overcompensating, a lot of insecurities, a lot of reaching out, and whatever. But no, it's not. If I can't trust a person that I'm going to be with, that they're not going to stab me in the back and try and publicly embarrass me and go publicly lie about me and all that shit, I can't be with that person. It's never going to work out.
Well, and I have noticed honestly that this last bit here over the last, let's say, week or so, you've been very mellow. You haven't been yelling. You haven't been pissed off. You've been kind of just relaxed and trying to deal with it without getting excited or try and blow up the whole situation.
Well,
so good on you.
It's actually, we were talking about that last night there, where it's kind of weird. Where all the shit that she's done to me here in the past number of days hasn't pissed me off near as much as her Palestine snub she did last night. I was furious. I was absolutely furious at the Palestine snub she gave. I was more pissed off about the fakeness over the pro-Palestine stance and not telling those guys, hey, that's not nothing to joke about. There's ethnic cleansing going on there and genocide. No, fuck off at that. Free Palestine. She showed her fake ass. I'll just leave it at that. Showed the fake ass. If it was ever in doubt before, it was in full fucking display yesterday. So
well, on that issue, she did say that she did. I heard this, that she said that she had a bunch of posts up on her community page that were Palestinian and stuff like that. But just recently, within the last few days, she went and erased a whole bunch of that stuff on her community page there, and then you went to go and see what's on there, and of course, it was all gone.
Well, that's what she says. But if you're mad at me, why would you go erase all your Palestine shit? That doesn't even make sense to me.
Well, she's trying to erase anything that has anything to do with you. You know what I mean? It's memories.
Fuck me. Who the fuck gives a shit about me? Remember when she went on about the kids in Palestine and all that? Fuck me. I'm irrelevant, right? What about them? The kids over there? Suddenly the morals, and she just doesn't give a shit about them simply because of me? That right there again proves the fake, and that it was all fucking just an act and not actually real. That's
right. Okay, hang on 1 second. Whoa, that was loud. Okay, here's ABD, and I'll just bow out of this. You two can have a little discussion here for a little bit. 150 people in the chat. Give us a thumbs up and give us a sub. Let's hear what they have to say. No, you two should actually have a little discussion just to get this over with. Just to get it over with.
She showed her ass.
I just want to know why you continue to lie about the things that you're lying about. I sent you a photo of my wrecked vehicle.
No.
You didn't believe me about my mother dying. Did you want
I don't have anything to say to
you. Did you want a picture of her dead body as well? The Palestine post, I said yesterday morning, I cleaned up my community.
I don't have anything to say to your fake lying fucking ass.
Oh, you can lie. Okay. I'll talk to Tommy then.
Okay, we're still here.
Tommy,
Brett,
he's lying.
Brett took
first of
off.
all.
Now, hang on. Admiral Red is in the backstage.
I'm not talking to that doxing motherfucker.
Okay, Red, she doesn't want to talk to you.
I've got some people that can talk to him.
Because I know that if I bring you up here, Red, I know you're going to lambaste ABD and call her a bunch of names and stuff like that
Brett
and whatever.
is not being honest about things. That's the problem I'm having. He didn't believe me that a drunk driver hit and totaled my vehicle. I sent him a picture of the vehicle. Now he still says I was lying. My mother died. He has implied that I was lying about my mother dying. Who does that? Does he want to see a photo of my dead mother's body? Like, is that how sick and twisted he is? And then, like,
No.
I literally clean up my community tab all the time. The trolls have even, commented, you delete your, he has even commented in the past, like, you deleted your stuff. And I'm like, yeah, every now and then I just go in there and clean it up. Stuff has been removed. It'll say, like, posts no longer exist. I'll go in there and clean it up. I found it odd that the morning that I deleted probably 36 posts, that he goes live and accuses me of never posting the stuff. How convenient that you waited until after maybe he just noticed it. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. But it was just awfully funny that I delete the post that morning. And then he's lying. He's live like saying, I never posted anything. Like, it's either he's doing it on purpose to make people think these things. Last night, people were making fun of Brett. CKM and Dan were making fun of Brett. And I was laughing at their impersonation of Brett. He goes live and says I was laughing at Palestinian children. I never laughed at Palestinian children.
Well, what's going to happen is that he's going to be watching like a hawk to everything that you say and do, and you're going to be watching him like a hawk.
I'm not watching
and then you're
him,
both going to be
Tommy.
picking out what each other is doing, and then going, well, that's pretty negative. I have a question for you, though. I have a question. Like, what comes across as being odd to me or strange is that you've been going out together for online relationship for 20 months, right?
Right.
Now you have never given Brett your address, and I find that to be kind of odd.
Okay,
Why is that?
That's not true. That's not true. I'll tell you all about it. I sent him last year when I started a new job. I sent him my business card. I sent him emails for my work. When I moved in August, I showed him the house. I can't say too much, but I sent him, on your phone where you have maps that show locations. There was a reason I sent him the screenshot of the map, because it showed something very beneficial about this house, that it's in proximity to, anyway, I'm not going to say too much, but there was a reason I sent that. And I was like, this is nice. And I showed him that. And I thought when I even told him about the house that I gave him the address. After we broke up, after people were giving him shit about never sending me anything, we were on the phone. And he said, if I wanted to send, I could send you something to your office. I've got your work address, but, just to make sure you get it, although people send stuff there to their spouses and boyfriend, girlfriends all the time. Anyway, he said, I'd rather send it. And I was like, oh, well, I thought you had it. Like, no problem. Right? That was on the phone. So then later, when I was asking him about shipping him a gift that I wanted to have shipped, he was like, oh, never mind. You don't have to do that. He never said, oh, by the way, the other night, you never gave me that address. I want to send you. That happened on 2 other occasions in text message. I've produced that. I put that out there because I don't have any reason. If I would give that man my work address, my employment information, why would you think that? And I show him on video the house that I'm getting and moving into. Why would I hide my address? That just doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah,
I've never
I think
my house.
Okay,
or anything else.
so in other words, if during the course of your relationship, if Brett said, "Hey, I want to send something to you," you would have given him your address and said, "Yeah, send it to me," or send it to my work address.
Yeah, I mean, When I moved and changed addresses, I thought he got it off the map because it was on there. And I thought when I sent him information about this house, it had the address as well. So I didn't even realize he didn't have it until after the breakup in the last, 3 weeks when he said, I don't think I have it. And I was like, oh, well, I thought you did. Okay, no problem. I'll make sure you get it. So when I'm mentioning to him, like, I'm going to send you a gift, wouldn't you think that that would be the good time to say, oh, by the way, you never gave me that address the other day? But, now he wants to claim he never had, I was hiding it from him, or,
Yeah.
my mother
After the
died, or
breakup,
somebody
then
didn't hit me, or,
yeah, after you break up, then it's going to be, you're playing the blame game after that, and it's just for tit for tat for 2-bit little stuff like that, which really
I've
doesn't
never
really
hidden
make a lot of
anything from
sense.
him. I have
But you know
no
what?
reason.
When I talked to Brett, like I was saying earlier, I talked to Brett
Yep.
on the phone in the summertime. Brett was in love with you. He was in love with you, and he said to me that he expected you to come up to Canada to visit him. So it was a real, true relationship. It wasn't nothing fake going on.
Tommy, I wanted to come to Canada. Like, I had plans to come to Canada. He's not telling the truth. He wants to believe, or he wants people to believe all of that. I had intentions to come to. I had to come up with the money. Would take the time off from work, which I have done. I had to get dog sitters. I had to get airfare. It was my impression I would have to pay for whatever there. He never offered. He can say whatever he wants to now. He never offered. I don't want to just put everybody's personal information out there, but if you're going to lie on me, that's the truth. You never offered. So I knew I had to come up with that kind of money, plus take the week off of work. I've already taken the week off of work, already got my expedited passport, already done those things. He's convinced that for 20 months, that I was leading him on. For what? For what? I have nothing to show for a 20. What did I ever ask of him that he can tell you that I asked of him or expected of him that I would troll somebody for 20 fucking months of my time?
I don't know. I don't know. I was almost in my mind. I was thinking something like, "What if you're like some kind of a Israeli operative that's trying to tie up Brett for 20 months to keep him from bashing the Israelis or something?" I don't know. I don't know.
Please don't do that.
Well, I know. But hey, nobody thought of that, but I did. Hang on. I'm going to drop you off the panel for half a second. Just stay behind here for a bit. Red wants to come up here. Let's just see what Red has to say, but I'll just drop you off the panel here. Hang on. Okay, Red. Hang on. Go ahead, Red. Quick. Be quick. Unmute, and you can give your bit here, and then we'll bring ABD back up. ABD doesn't want to hear from you, though. Red.
All right, well, ABD doesn't need to hear from me, right? Because ABD is full of shit, okay? ABD, where are your pics of your wrecked car? Number one. Number two, ABD, how come you led Brett on for so long and you still don't have a passport? Right? Because if you were going to go see him, you'd have a passport.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, bitch.
Number one, I wasn't in a relationship with you, Red. So I don't owe you.
I know, but you're in a relationship with the rest of YouTube.
Hold on. I'm not in a relationship
hold
with
on.
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm holding on to my dick, bitch.
I'm not in relationship with YouTube, and don't fucking call me names, psycho. Second
You
of
put it all out there. You put it all out there.
He did get photos of my wrecked vehicle. If he told you he didn't, he's lying to you.
No, you're a liar. You're a liar, ABD.
Okay,
you know how I know you're a liar?
Before I sent him the picture of my fucking vehicle, dumbass. Don't you think I have
next
that?
question. Next question.
Think I have that?
Did you or did you not?
Oh my
did you
God.
or did you not give private messages from my private Discord to Brett? Yes or no?
Yep.
You gave okay, so then you're a fucking snitch.
What's wrong with that? She sees something in your Discord, she copies it, she gives it to someone. What's wrong with that?
Because what stays in my Discord stays in my Discord, and she knows that, right?
And what's in a name?
There was nobody doxxed from your Discord, Red.
That's not what I said, bitch.
She said that, bastard.
Who said that?
Your
Go drink
girlfriend
another
just
one,
said that I
ABD.
dox
ABD,
people.
come on, ABD.
Go have another
You
drink and
just
leave your dog in
said
the car.
that I
Yeah,
dox
go leave
people
your dog
from
in the
your
car
Go
Discord.
leave
longer.
in your car. Go
I
leave your
can't
dog in
talk
the
to
car and
both
go
you
have another
fucking
drink.
idiots at the same time. She
Good.
said in the
Then bye.
background that I doxed people from your Discord. There were
It
no names in your Discord other than
It
their
doesn't matter.
images.
Did you or did you not give
I
out
just
private
told you I
messages from
did.
my
What's pulling
private
out your fucking
Discord?
Yeah,
ears? I
she
told you I
is.
did.
She's a mole and a backstabber and everything else. You can't be trusted.
Did you or did you not give out
Oh,
private
that's
messages from
brilliant
a
coming
private
from you,
Discord?
Crystal.
Just
That's
like she did
really
the Brit. She's giving
like
out
I give
private
a flying fuck
information.
what you think about me.
Girl, get your life together. You're 50-something years old,
Honey,
e-dating a fucking
you
guy from
got a
Canada.
pedo living in the
Get your
house with
life
your
together.
supposed kids.
You're
And you
10
think
years
you got
older than me, girl. I
50-year-old
got
kids?
10
Fuck
years.
you.
I got 10
Everybody
years.
knows
I
what a
got
piece
over
of
10
shit you
years
are.
before I'm your age.
Fucking people in your truck
Girl,
while
get
they
your life
babysit your
together.
kids.
Get
Fuck
your
you,
life
bitch.
together.
Fuck you,
You better
whore.
stop your drinking and driving,
Fuck
girl, especially with that
you.
dog
Fuck
you leave in the
you.
car.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Take care of
You
your
didn't give a
kids,
shit
honey.
about that dog. You
Take
cared
care
more
of your
about
kids,
bashing
honey.
Brett
Take care of your kids,
than
honey.
taking care of your
Bye,
dog.
bitch.
You
Bye,
cared
bitch.
more about
Bye,
bashing
bitch.
Brett.
Bye,
Bye,
bitch.
Felicia.
Bye,
Bye.
bitch.
You
Take care of
cared
your
more
kids.
about
Go get
bashing
custody
Brett
of your
than you
kids.
cared about your dog in the car.
You
You're a
are so
horrible dog
fucking
mom.
dumb. It's not even
Horrible.
funny.
You're a fucking slush and
You can't
attention
even
whore.
you can't even keep
You're
fucking
an attention
custody of your
whore.
own
That's
kids.
why every panel you go
Your
on is
own
Brett, Brett, Brett,
kids.
Brett, Brett. Why are
Your
you popping on
own
panels all of
kids.
a sudden? Brett, Brett, Brett,
Go
Brett,
fuck
Brett,
some more
Brett, Brett.
pedos. You fucking whore.
Jesus.
Go fuck some
Is
more
that what you
pedos.
got,
Because
ABD?
when
Is that what
people
you got,
when
ABD?
people are in a relationship and they break up, they feel jaded and they want to get revenge, and that's all it is. It's basic human nature. Everyone does it. I've done it.
wasn't in a
Everyone does it.
relationship with those fucktards.
Oh,
I don't even know
Revenge
them.
and talking about the other person
Yeah.
and
I
saying,
don't know
this
them
is what
shit.
they did. This is why I didn't like them. This is why I broke up. Everyone does it.
I don't owe them shit. Nothing.
you know what you owe? You owe YouTube everything because you brought it all to YouTube, so you owe YouTube everything.
Finish the story. You don't get to
Finish the story,
Red.
bitch.
Fuck you, Red.
Fuck you,
Red.
bitch.
Fuck you, Red.
It's the old thing. What happens online stays online. Can't make that up.
Exactly, Tommy. This bitch wants to make it like, oh, it's all private information, but bitch, you made it all fucking public.
Yep.
You made this public.
Again.
We wouldn't know if
So
unless
the
you
other
did
time
it.
that Brett-
It's
hold on, the
public
other
because
time
they're
that
both
Brett went
they're both
live,
celebrities on the
you
internet.
telling me
It's
to
like
die?
celebrities. When celebrities
No.
have some kind of a breakup or
No.
something like that, the whole world
No,
knows
no, no,
about
no,
it
no,
because
no.
all of the tabloids and everybody else is there. This is no different. No
She
different.
made it
It's
public
public.
for
Hold
fucking
on.
4 days on
Red,
multiple
chill for a sec.
channels.
Hold
ABD for attention, you fucking whore.
It's public.
Okay,
because somebody
don't call
made
names
all
like
of this
that,
public.
Red.
Just because somebody
nice.
has an argument between a couple doesn't mean it's public. Somebody made everything public, broke trust and promises again. That's why we're broken up. Now, I just wanted to say something quick because I'm hearing a lot of lies. She was supposed to come up here in summer, canceled, delayed. The fall turned into Christmas, canceled, delayed. January, canceled, delayed. I was never given any concrete dates. I couldn't plan a trip to Banff and concrete any fucking dates for that and book that. I was never given any fucking, oh, babe, I got my fucking, I got my time off of work confirmed. These are the dates I'm going to be here. Never got any of that. Never anything. So
You had
whatever
the wrong dates, by the way.
bullshit
You
is
can't
being
get your
spun.
dog out of the car, ABD.
had the
The
wrong
dogs,
dates,
yeah.
Brett.
She couldn't come. She was talking, bragging all about, or using an excuse. Oh, I have dogs. I can't go to Canada for a week. But
That's not
apparently
what I
she
said.
can go off to a beach for a fucking week and fuck
That's
other
not
guys
what I said.
to try and hurt me or to
That's
prove
not what
she's
I
a
said.
floozy like IP or something. But,
Preach,
it's
Brett,
fucked up
preach,
that I
preach,
never...
Heard y'all because everybody
It's
was
fucked up
going to the beach.
that if there
This
was
is
all
fucking
these
funny.
plans and intentions of coming here, why didn't she have a fucking passport already?
I
Why
did
did I
have a
not get
passport,
informed of
dumbass.
any
It's called
confirmed time
renewing.
off work?
You have
Why
to
did I not
renew it.
get told any fucking dates? Why did I just keep getting
Brett.
put off and put off and let on and let on? But by the way,
updates.
we had the conversation on the phone that all she had to do was pay her way here. That was
That's
it.
not what
I
you
would
told
pay
me.
for the
That
trip
is
to
not-
Banff, and I would pay for food, and
Nope.
like I would do all of that.
That
We
is not what
had
you
this
told me, Brett.
discussion on
Nope.
the phone.
Nope.
So that's
Never
why
happened.
she's trying to flex and
No,
say, prove
never
it.
happened.
Prove it that this was discussed, because
Nope.
she knows I can't.
Brett,
Because it was a
you
phone
are
conversation that
lying.
we had had a couple times.
You are lying.
So it's all fucking bullshit
the
and
only thing you
manipulation.
talked about Banff is you
she's
and
doing
your
the
friend
Vanity
were
Fair
planning
tour,
a trip while I
doing
was
a
there.
publicity fucking tour. She's just trying to garner a sympathetic ear and garner fucking attention. And angry man Brett bad, but unfortunately for them, I've kept my composure
Don't you
cool
angry? Are
and
you
just sat
stupid?
here and shook my head
Well to
at all
go,
the lies
well
that
to
fall
go.
out of these
You're
fucking
angry
Brett.
and telling me to die
Team
was
Brett.
my fault, I'm sure. Yeah, you telling me to die in April? That was my fault, I'm sure. Whatever. Anyway, Tommy.
Oh, you're going to bring up something that's 7 months old?
Red, shut
Are you for
the
real?
fuck up.
Yeah,
I
we're
have
talking
no
about things that are
relationship
bitch.
with
for
you.
over the last 20 months.
None. No relationship with you, Red. None.
I don't care. You
Then
put
shut
your
the fuck
relationship out on the internet.
Get out of my
You
business.
put your
Get off my
relationship out on the
ass
internet.
and
Now it's
shut the
all
fuck
about
up.
it. Yeah, because you don't want to hear me because you know I'm right.
Red is a
'Cause you know I'm right.
he likes
You
bashing
have
people.
nothing
That's
to
what
do
his
with this, Brad. You are
motive
inserting yourself.
operandus
You have
is.
not
So
even been around. Brett doesn't even trust you enough to
I'm not
unblock you,
around.
but you're over here
I'm not
white knighting
around.
for him.
ABD, I'm not around.
I wonder why.
I'm not
Are you getting
around, man.
donos?
Are you sure
Is
about
this for
that?
your grannies to give you money? Anyway, Tommy.
I don't need money.
yeah,
Brett
I got
said,
Scientology money.
he
Hey,
was planning a
hey.
trip with his friend to us to go to Banff while I was there. The money was not discussed. He never said, hey, I'm paying for this, you're paying for that. That was not discussed.
So
when he's
let's talk
saying
about
that
your drunk
is
driving
not
accident.
true. I
Let's
have
talk
nothing
about
to
your drunk
hide. I have
driving
no
accident.
reason to lie. He never said that.
Can we see a picture of your
Actually-
car?
He has
Hold
had
on,
a picture
hold on.
of
Actually,
my car, you dumb fuck.
it's actually cool because she actually just helped me because I was planning a trip.
That's what
which
you
means
said.
I
Yeah.
was going to book it. I was going to pay for it. I was planning a trip to Banff.
Lovely. That's one thing.
We had the discussion
Brett.
not many numerous times,
Brett.
but a couple times.
Can we
All
see
she
a
had
picture?
to do was get the
Red,
time
would
off
you
work,
butt your
get
fucking
her
nose
thoughts
out of
looked
other
after,
people's fucking
and get
business?
here.
Supposedly.
That
The
was
man
it.
doesn't
All
even
she
trust
had to
you
do.
enough to unblock
And
you.
it got put off and put
Dumb
off
fuck.
and led on and led on. I was never given. It was always a bullshit
Well, you know
excuse.
what,
A
Brett? I'm
bullshit
sorry
story.
that my car got
Always put
totaled
off.
and my mom died.
It's
and,
a bunch of
those
fucking-
things, but you're
I've
not
been led
going
on
anywhere.
and
You're not making
bullshitted
plans. You don't
this
have
whole
to
entire
travel.
time
How
by a
easy for you
fucking
to sit
fake.
back and say, "Oh, she didn't do this and she didn't do that," while you're sitting there just waiting on somebody else to do it all. Excuse me for my mother dying. That just
Can we
was
have a
so
picture of your drunk
inconvenient
driving
for you.
accident?
Shut up, Brad. So inconvenient for you, Brett.
Can we have
I'm
a picture
sorry
of your
that
drunk
just,
driving accident?
Shut up, Brad.
Can we have a picture of your drunk
Shut up,
driving
Brad.
accident?
He has a picture of my
Can
wrecked
we have a
car. He
picture
can
of
share
your
it with
drunk
you if he
driving
wants.
accident?
hang
He's
on,
got a
Red.
picture of my wrecked car. He
Red,
can
this
share it
drunk
with you if he
driving
wants.
stuff was never spoken by anybody except the trolls. That's a troll thing.
Say that again.
No. She
Well,
spoke of it, Tommy. She spoke of it.
Well, they're trying to
She
say
spoke
that
of
you
it,
got in
so
a
I
drunk
wanna
driving
know
accident. That's
if
what
it's
happened,
true.
but I
A
don't think
drunk
so.
driver hit
I
me
wanna
on
know
the
if
way
it's
to
true.
work.
There. Well,
Wasn't funny.
Red and
Okay.
everybody else has turned it
Where's your
around
car?
to you were drunk driving, right? And
I
that's
was on my
No,
way
false.
to
no, I
work.
didn't
I was
say
not
that,
drunk
Tommy.
driving. Oh my fucking God! What
A
is
drunk
Where's
driver
the picture
hit her.
of your car? Where's the picture of
He
your car?
has a picture of my wrecked car. He can share
Yeah,
it with you.
Brett-
I'm not
Brett
saying
has
it
the
again.
picture.
Are you sure about that?
But I know
You
that
got
when
it.
Brett got
I
that
was-
picture,
I
I know that I've heard
visited-
Brett say, Brett, you said you don't know what that picture is, whether it's her car,
There's
the
no
other guy's
context to
car,
it.
whatever. I know that I heard
She
Brett say
sent
that.
me a picture
he
of
want, a
a
title?
vehicle that had the front end smashed up.
Do
That's
you
all I
want
was
the title?
given. There was nothing before. There's nothing after. There's no, hey, I got my insurance settlement. There's no like, hey, I'm searching for cars. This is
Did
what
you
I'm looking
pay
at
for my
buying.
car?
There's
Oh,
no
okay.
follow-up for any court dates. If
Okay.
you have get into it in an accident with a drunk driver, aren't there like you're gonna probably have court dates, you're gonna sue them,
The prosecutors.
none of those
Maybe you're
conversations
Canadian
ever
and
took
don't
place.
get it, but the
There was
prosecutor's
never any
office does that,
follow-up.
dumbass.
There was no
The
conversations about shopping for
prosecutor's
a new
office
vehicle.
does that,
No
dumbass.
conversations about insurance. And just for the record,
Because
when
my
that
insurance
occurred,
had to pay for it,
we were
dumbass.
broken up. I actually had broken up with her at that point in time.
No,
She's
he
been
had blocked me
for
like he
days.
always does, like the little
She's
punk.
been blocked. We broke up. I
Because he
blocked
blocked
her.
me.
We broke up. I walked away. We've been broken up for days. Suddenly, she's in an accident that there's no follow-up, no court, no new vehicle
I
shopping,
don't have to
no
go
insurance.
to court. I didn't do anything
nothing.
wrong, dumbass.
Nothing.
What-
No
what
communication about any follow-up after any accident whatsoever. I got
Maybe it
sent
was the
one
weekend you blocked
generic
me.
picture of one vehicle. That was it. I was supposed to just
Okay,
buy
Brett.
everything hook, line, and
Hey,
sinker.
here's
So
the question.
Did you
that's
pay
a
for that
fact.
car, Brett?
Here's the question.
Did you pay for that
Here's
car,
the
Brett?
question, right?
Did you
Here's
pay
the
for my
question
car
from the
insurance,
internet.
You know,
Brett?
I don't know. All I can
ABD,
see
were
is
you
that
injured?
somebody says something and then you don't
ABD,
believe
were
them.
you injured?
That's what's going on here. It's like ABD says, "Hey, I
Yes,
got
I
in an
was
accident.
injured, Brett.
Here's a
I was
picture
in
of my
the
car,"
fucking
and then Brett
hospital
says,
for
"Well, I don't
fucking
believe you."
years.
And then
Anyway.
the internet knows about it, and then Admiral Red is all of a
Were
sudden
you
changing it
injured?
around
It
to,
has
"Oh,
nothing to
well,
do with
you were
Brett.
drunk driving and you got in
You
an
were
accident."
injured, yes
You
or
see what the
no?
internet is
Y'all
like?
are so fucking dumb.
ridiculous.
It's painful. Let me, Brett, did you pay for my car? Was your name on my title? Did you pay for my car insurance every month?
I don't even know if that was said
I know,
person's
answer the
vehicle.
question.
I have no idea if that's the
Did you
said
pay for
person's
my
vehicle
car?
or not.
Did you pay
Absolutely
for my-
zero context
Did
to
you pay-
anything before and
Did
after.
you pay
And,
for
like,
my car?
the real big
Was
point
your
of that
name on my
is
title?
where's the communication? If that little basic bit of communication is even there, where it's like, hey, I'm dealing with insurance, or like,
I
hey, I
did
gotta
tell
go
you
to
that.
court for
I
this.
did tell you
There's
that.
literally those
tell
conversations
you
never
that.
took place.
I did tell you
For a
that.
supposed accident that
did
happened
tell
during
you
a
that.
breakup.
I did tell
to
you that.
apparently get attention and to get back.
I
No
told you all
follow-up,
of that.
no court,
I
no
told you-
shopping for new vehicles,
Brett,
nothing.
shut up for just a
Absolutely none of that.
Why
So-
do I have to go to court for somebody else breaking the law? The prosecutor's office takes care of that. I don't have to go to court. He has issued tickets and criminal charges. I don't have to go to court. I didn't do anything wrong. It might be different in Canada, but here the prosecution takes care of that.
For the record,
That's
there
how it
should be
works.
some kind of, account of you being in that accident, being a witness, etc. You would, or like, oh, the person that like hit me is going to court today, so I got to pay attention, or like, oh, the person that hit me is going to court today. I hope it turns out well. Like, none of that conversation ever took place. That's just the facts. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Those are the facts.
Did you ever ask any of that? Did you ever say, hey, how did that turn out? How are you doing? How's any of that? Did you? Nothing. Like, but it's all on me, right? It's all on me. That's all on me to tell you everything about my life that you're not helping with, that you're not participating.
I did
you're
try to
fucking
ask
not
about.
paying for.
I did try to ask about rentals and vehicle shopping and whatever.
And I
got
told you I had a
changed and
rental.
whatever,
I
so
told you when
I
I
don't
had to
even.
take my rental car back. I told you
all I
all
wanted
that.
to
I told
do,
you when I had to take my
but
rental
I have
car
nothing
back.
to say to this fake manipulative liar. Okay, I
Then
don't have
leave.
anything to say further
Stop
to this
lying.
person anymore.
Then
That
stop
was
lying
the coffin.
and move the fuck
The nail
on.
in the coffin was
Bye.
last night with her turning the back
tell
on the
about this.
Palestinians
Tell another-
and
Who
laughing.
said, okay,
Fucking
who
sitting
said
there
something about
laughing like a
Palestinian children?
fake ass
You're
fucking
lying.
piece of
Nobody
shit.
said Palestinian
And after
children.
that, I was
You
more
are
hurt
lying
and
again.
infuriated by the
You're
Palestine
lying
snub
again.
than literally anything she did to me.
You're lying
Anything.
again.
And
Your
I've
little
been
clip.
very calm.
Nobody said
and
anything
cool.
about Palestinian children.
I've been very calm
Nobody.
and cool.
Oh, you're such the victim.
People could stop interrupting. That'd be great.
You're
I've been
such the
very
victim.
calm and
Such a victim.
and cool and collected throughout all of this. And I
Good.
swear last night was the closest that I came to fucking losing it after fucking hearing the Palestine snub her clearing her Palestine crap, her not saying pro-Palestine anything, her not telling those little snakes on fucking panel like Dan and fucking Craig to be like, hey, that's not funny, fucking free Palestine, fuck the fucking Zionists. None of that stuff occurred. Just sat there and laughed like a little fucking fake attention whore, enjoying fucking getting all that she desires and men fawning over her and being treated like a little princess queen.
This
She's
that y'all are
enjoying
hearing
it
has
in
been
her
the
little
problem
fucking
the whole
vanity
20
tour.
months.
So
This right
she's
here.
free to enjoy it.
Hope you're listening.
I would really
This has been
appreciate.
the problem the whole 20
I would really
months. I've been
appreciate
called a
if
bimbo,
I was
a
stopped
slut, a
being
whore,
threatened.
the whole 9 yards if some guy says hi.
Ghost me,
This
bitch.
has been the whole
Ghost me.
problem.
Never
The whole
call me
problem.
again. Never
They
talk
were
to me
joking
again. Never
about
talk
Brett
about me
is
again.
why I was laughing.
Forget I exist and fuck all the way off.
Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Make my fucking day.
So tell me that you've been going out for 20 months. Were you seeing that over the course of the 20 months that we were not getting
Control?
closer together, that you were pulling farther apart?
No, Tommy, because he's fine 1 minute, and then if some old man makes a joke about a necklace, he's pissed off the next. I don't know what to tell you. That's Brett. If somebody says hi to me, that's his enemy. Then I'm the. You know how many times he's gone live?
Well, yeah, but it
post
kind of
that
went.
you're
Well,
hanging out?
what about the time where you caught Brett in that room with? And I
Oh, that's
actually saw that
happened many
video
times.
singing the
Things
karaoke.
like
Where
that
you
have happened many times. Yeah.
you didn't like that Brett was in that room hanging out with those girls. So to the same thing, Brett didn't like that you were hanging out in RV's room there, and some guy was talking about giving you a necklace. You know, regardless of who it was or how old he was or whatever. I
The
understand it
necklace
was
thing was
in
another
fun.
panel. That's two separate things, Tommy.
Well, yeah,
That's two
no, I
separate
understand they're separate things, but still, they're like Brett did something to you, you're doing something to Brett.
Well,
To me,
you
it
know
seems
what,
like
Tommy?
you
That's
two
why
are.
I told him, if that bothered you, I'm sorry. I apologize. I said, if that bothered you, I apologize. You're right, okay? And he was still a fucking jerk. Then he goes back like 2 days before about trouble 1 and trouble 2. But he can go on panel and talk about women's tits and giving them dick pics and e-writing and fucking moms and sisters into oblivion, and he can talk about who is he riding today, what milk can he ride, and some guy can't joke about a necklace without him. And I even said I'm sorry. Like, I can't even talk to somebody if he doesn't like that person, or if that person is an enemy, I can't talk to that person. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't know some of those people. Some of that stuff predated me, but I wasn't allowed to like talk to them or say hi
Well,
to
yeah,
them if
yeah.
they said hi to me.
Yeah,
That wasn't allowed.
what you're talking about there is Brett being controlling, and I would have to agree with you
Yes.
100% that Brett
Yes.
is a very controlling person,
Right.
and if you are not with him, you're apparently against him.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's
Right.
like if he catches you doing or saying one little thing about him, he'll go on a half-hour tirade about you
Right.
because of one thing that you said. And I know, and he's done that to me.
Right.
He's done tirades on
Yep.
me. He's done many tirades on me.
Yep.
But my take on him is like, well, that I look at it as being, well, that's Brett. I don't take anything he's saying seriously. This is the internet. He
Well,
can
try
call
being
me
in a
every name in the book,
relationship with him,
and we'll
And,
still be friends. But for you, being in a relationship with him, it's a different story. You can't yell at your spouse or your girlfriend or whatever and get away with it. You can't belittle people and get away with it. If you expect to go out with them, it's not going to happen. You have to treat people that are in your circle nicely, nicer than most other people. But it appears that you two have not been growing together over the last 20 months, but you've been, kind of living with each other. But I think that over the last month or so, that you've definitely grown apart to the point where I don't know that it's going to get back together again.
oh, there's no. But this is the thing. Like, and I'm just being. If I do everything right, if I don't talk to the wrong people, if I don't go in the wrong chat, if I don't answer, if somebody says hi and I don't respond, if I do all those things, he's lovely, great, right? If I do anything, if I'm not walking on eggshells, biting my tongue, watching who I talk to, who I don't talk to, if I don't do all of those things just perfect, complete opposite person. Like,
Right.
Night
You know
and
what the other problem is that you're in a relationship where you're both on the internet. For example, my
right.
wife is not on YouTube. She doesn't watch my YouTube. She's not on Facebook. She doesn't watch what I do on Facebook because she might see that I do things that she doesn't like, and she would get pissed off at me. So just being in a relationship where you're both online and both watching each other like hawks it's problematic in itself, right? Because you can't have fun. You're constantly walking on eggshells, worried about what you might do, that he sees you doing or saying something. So now you got to stay out of chat rooms. If it's anybody that he doesn't like, well, apparently now you can't associate with them. Otherwise, you're hanging out with the bad guy, and he's not going to like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't look at you as being controlling, though. I don't know that in your relationship, I don't think that you were the controlling person. You were mostly, coming up with things that you didn't like that Brett was doing, and trying to make things work.
I mean, I'm not perfect, but this is the way I looked at it. If you have a set of like rules for me to go by and we're in a 50-50 adult committed relationship, then the rules should be the same for you. If you expect me to do the X, Y, and Z, then you should be doing X, Y, and Z. That's just the way it should be. Like, you shouldn't expect more of me than, I'm at this level and you can just go and do whatever you want to do. Like that.
A relationship is way more problematic when you're on the internet. If you're not on the internet, you can just talk to each other and get over. But here, the problem is that other people on the internet, like Edward Cam or Charlie Cheswick, whatever, sees what happens, and then they get involved in it, and they start spinning it, and then spouting it over the internet, and all of a sudden it's a big conspiracy all over the place, and then they get Brett more wound up than he already is by the things that they're saying, and they do the same thing to you, and it's just one big shit show. The best thing is try and stay away from internet relationships, I think. That's what we're learning.
Most definitely. I've definitely learned. But you are right. I don't do long distance. I wasn't looking for a boyfriend. I've been married, raised 2 children. That was not what I was looking for, but whatever. But, it is what it is. I've learned a lot. So, learned a lot. I'm not perfect, and I've never said I'm perfect. I'm not perfect. But this bullshit about lying about the car and all that's so stupid. That is so...
Well, I know. Stuff like that is just petty, because that's a 2-bit little minuscule item that has nothing to do with your relationship, but yet you're arguing over it.
Well, that's why he would get, obsessed over that stuff. And I'm like, I work full-time. I don't have... and now you go back and, second guess. And he was, just little things. Why would you even accuse somebody that you love of lying about their mom dying? Fuck you.
Yeah, that's not good. The other thing is who is somebody in the chat here mentioned about Brett getting pardon, which Brett could apply for a pardon. Anyone can apply for a pardon. And all it takes is whatever, I don't know, money. Just pay them some money, $50 or $200 or whatever it is, and apply. But you have to apply. If you don't apply, it's never going to happen.
Well, I looked at it I offered to help pay for that. I was like, it might, even if we don't, whatever, it would be off your record. And if we are in a serious relationship, I have 2 grown daughters. We can't, and I told him this, if we're going to be serious, I can't, my 2 daughters aren't, my whole family's not coming to Canada to meet you. It would be nice at some point that you would be able to come here, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I said, that would be good to even down the road, if that is something that we're going to do or talking about doing. It's not like I can expect everybody to take off work to travel to come see you. It would be nice at some point if you would be able to come here at some point. But
takes 2 to tango. So you should both be trying to meet each other on both sides, not just one party.
Right.
So I fault Brett in that. Brett, you should apply. Brett, you should apply for that pardon regardless, because you never know when you might need to go to the States, right? Never know. Yeah. Or anywhere, Hey, you might not be able to travel elsewhere either.
I just thought it'd be a good idea to, and my understanding, I was told it was $50, and he's into this big thing where you don't know if you're going to be granted or whatever, it could be denied, but it's $50. I've sent him a lot more than $50. I mean,
Well, yeah, exactly.
So
Well, the other thing that I would be worried about is that you do get a pardon, and then you go to the American border, and they look it up on their computer, and they show, oh, it still shows this on our computer, and then he goes, no, that's being pardoned, and then you have an argument, and then you don't get let into the States. You got crap like that happens too.
I don't know. I was just thinking
Just
it would be
can't
a good thing to look into. But like you said, it shouldn't be all on one person either. I have a full-time job that I've worked for 25 years. I have a home here. I have responsibilities here. I'm not the only one. I know everybody does. But it shouldn't be all on me to go there either.
But likewise, I don't think that the chat, if you're a chatter out there like Red or other people in the chat there, to be bashing at you or Brett, I think that it's got to stop. The chat has to stop because that's part of it. You two can be, going at each other, but when you have the chat that entices you and, makes you carry on with the whole thing, because that's what'll happen. You'll go live the next time and you'll not want to talk about the situation, but the chat will will be prodding you to by asking you questions and stuff like that to talk about it. So it's going to be kind of hard to let it go, and to say, let's move on and not talk about that. But
yeah, I understand.
That's definitely where we're at here in time.
So
Time to move on, I think. And I think we've heard the whole story. We've heard it from both sides. We understand where you're at. You're probably not going to get back together. If you do, well, hey, you do.
No.
But on the other hand, I think that everyone needs to quit calling each other names and move along with life,
All right.
It's a good thing.
Yep. Okay. Bye. See ya.
Okay. See you later. And there you go. That's the story. You've heard it from both sides. We know where they're at. It's not such a big deal, but, if people don't get along, they don't get along. And you have to move along, There's always somebody else out there for you, ABD. And Brett, there's somebody out there for you, too. So, it's just time to turn the page, turn the chapter, whatever, and move on with your lives. And who knows? Maybe this was just, maybe it was for the better. Because there's going to be somebody else in your life that'll be coming along here right away, right? Something always changes. When things happen where you're going down, 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 guess what? There's only one way to go from this point, and that's up. So, you have to do that. You have to keep on. I'm glad that you're both at least facing the fire and willing to talk about the situation. You're not hiding. Nobody's hiding from anything. Nobody is not willing to talk. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I like to see that when people are willing to communicate. I don't know that you two you're not able to communicate to work things out, obviously, but at least be friends with each other. And if you see each other, at least say hi. You know what I mean? And not, like say, yeah, I'm blocking you, whatever. I never like to block anyone. In fact, even a girlfriend that I used to go out with is a friend of mine on Facebook who now lives down in Calgary, and I'm friends with her. I don't really say that much to her, but once in a while we do a post or something and laugh or, say something, whatever. So, I'm friends with all of the people that I've broken up with, all the women that I've broken up, people. Yeah, they were women. Yeah. Let's not go there. So, yeah, it's always nice to keep your friendships with people, and then you can have a good life. Even later on, you can be friends with them, like I am with people that I've gone out with. Now, if things are really on the out and out, well, okay, then you go, okay, that's it. We're out here. But unfortunately, this is the internet here, and people are going to see each other again. You can't just go away from each other because you're going to go into a chat or go here, go there, and you're going to see each other. So I hope that you will at least be civil with each other. And yeah, it's the guys like Red that I don't like. Red, for you to come in here and to blast that ABD, whatever, and come up with that stuff that she did this and did that or whatever, all you're doing is you're kicking her while she's down. Right? Anybody that puts somebody down while they're already down, you're kicking them while they're down. And that's like the worst thing that you can do. So You got to do a little bit better. Life is not all about attacking somebody else. You know what? What do you, Red? What do? Do you wake up in the morning going, "Oh, my eyes are well, red squirrel here. Who am I going to attack today? Oh, ABD. Okay, she's a good prospect." You know. Yeah, just don't go there. Anyways, that's not me. We like to be on the happy side. Happy. I'm having audio problems here. I got to fix my audio problems on my stream here, and then we can do better. Okay, so I'm going to drop my stream. I'm going to work on my computer, and I'm going to see if I can get rid of my crackling on my audio, and then I'll start my stream back up again. But otherwise, you guys take care, stay out of trouble, and if you can't stay out of trouble, hey, name it after me, Tommy Temper. See you later.